it's Joyce Dodge, the MTO Missus. Okay, this is part 7. There's a lot of movement in part 7, probably not as much video, but a lot of movement. So we decided, we were in Lübeck, and we just knew we wanted to go down to Delmenhorst, which meant going to Hamburg and then down to Delmenhorst from there. So we do have a little video when we caught up with Artie, and we took Artie then down, Artie aus America. We took Artie down to Delmenhorst to show him some of our favorite things in the city, and of course have dinner at our favorite place. And that unfortunately was on a holiday, so it was a very stressful train ride. It was really crowded. We basically stood the whole way. A little bit better coming back. So after that, we go back to Lübeck, packed up, said goodbye to really a very pretty town, and made our way back to Hamburg. We went from Hamburg, while we were in Hamburg, we went to the Miniatur Wunderland, and that is such a cool place. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. The video of that is on Anthony's channel. Okay. We just spent one day then in Hamburg, spent part with Artie again, wore him out, but we spent a lot of time with him. And from there, the next morning, we got on a train and went up to Ebeltoft. Well, we started in Aarhus, and we got a look around Aarhus. We had lunch in one of Jean's favorite places. And that was really lovely. And then he took us via scenic route down to Ebeltoft. And so that evening we went out and explored Ebeltoft along the waterway. Okay, and again, enjoying just how pretty it was. And I think we fell in love with Denmark that day. Okay, so enjoy the video.
Joyce and I just arrived in Hamburg. We got to check into our hotel early. Nice little room, great price for how close it is to the Hauptbahnhof. It's a El Cheapo hotel, but room is clean and people were friendly enough. When we first started coming to Hamburg, this old building was a Burger King. And to be honest, I have forgotten what the old usage of this little monument was. All right, so that is the Hamburg Town Hall we're coming up to. Except we're gonna go left here to head to Artie's. Okay, we got to go across, honey. Been in that building many times. Okay, this is the famous Speicherstadt, warehouse city. And we're going to go across the bridge and I'll show you some more of it. But these were all canals. The Speicherstadt means the warehouse city, and as you can see, it extends all the way down there, all kinds of bridges and things. But in the Middle Ages, 1600s, 1700s, this is where ships came up the Elbe River, and they would drop their goods right up. You know, they would wait for high tide, come up and drop all their goods, unload their boats, and either park them if low tide came in. But Miniatur Wunderland is over in here. The two buildings of Miniatur Wunderland. This is the German Tax Museum. You go, why do they have a museum of taxes? Well, it's the history of the boats coming in here and how they had to be inspected for taxes. But this actually goes many streets deep, but there's canals everywhere. And they're up, for years they've been gentrifying it, if you want to put it that way. putting in apartments. The new El Harmonie is there, upscale stores. Of course, the owners of Miniatur Wonderland have been a major force behind that. So we're just going to walk through, and if we see something cool, we'll show you more. But here's a great example. These are all nice new apartments now and businesses. But these doors here, and these doors here, low tide, high tide, docking, and portage. So they haven't really changed the buildings much. They changed the inside. But these would have been warehouses. Now they're apartments. There are still warehouses. And there are bridges everywhere. There are more bridges and canals in Hamburg than Amsterdam and Venice, Italy combined. Oh, it took me forever to get my camera out, but there's all these guys just in these little cars racing down the street. I am betting it's part of a tour thing and you get in a group and there's a leader, and yes, you're street legal. Because they all have license plates on the back. Here, this is called Landungsbrücke. This building here. Now it houses, you can do tour that go up the canals and show all the, because there's just islands and islands of container ships. You'll see it when we go across. And you go down there. There's a bunch of little tourist shops and restaurants in here. And there's a place that sells these jackets my daughter loves. And messenger bags my other daughter loves. So we figured we'd get that. But you get a great tour of the great view of the harbor that way. You can see the Rickmers. You can see another big ship down there. But yeah, the three white masts there, that's the Rickmers. And you can walk along the whole thing here. Yeah, we got to cross there and then there. Say what?
So we don't have to go up there.
Right, that's true. We don't have to go back up this way. We can just cross there and then go up.
We can go up and around, or we cross.
However you want to, however you guys want to do it. Well, yeah, that's the way we're doing. Yeah. When they built this, Miniatur Wonderland immediately added it to Miniatur Wonderland, but they do something really cool with it. There's the Rickmer. So we are on the Landungsbrücke. And this Hafenrundfahrt, it takes you out there. You go to the island, the weather station that's way out there. It takes you all around. You'll see all the ships.
Can we go to the weather station? Can I put in a complaint? Tell them that the radar is off?
And they will laugh at you and say, Doomkopf.
Because their radar was shown.
But if you, well, out there, Joyce and I had taken this tour, and it is just, there's a couple islands way out there. You might be able to see a bit further if you went down there, because this is all open to the public. There's restaurants down here and ticket offices to the different companies that do this. But there are just islands out there, little islands, some of them man-made, just loaded with containers.
So looking at one of these things, some of these planes here, these boats, I'm going to have to ask them like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe you should come up this one here. Yeah. It was just a lot of Christmas stuff.
It's a little bit windy.
So the Straßenbahn, the public transport ran across this and turned down and ran on the pedestrian street. That at that time wasn't a pedestrian.
In Denmark. I am in Denmark. And we are with Jean Ricard and Joyce. Well, of course we're with Joyce.
So it,
They're the tourists. We must have
that
pictures.
is the old logo for the Danish State Railway. The wing
Oh, that's
wheel
cool.
with the crown. It was finished in 1941.
Oh, just in time.
Beginning of the war.
It's weird. It's all concrete. Well, it looks like it's all concrete. It's obviously
It's actually white marble
white marble.
on the slabs, you know. They were actually
This building is on the verge of collapsing, so they stacked all these. We're trying to renovate it, but they had to stack these containers to brace it to keep it from falling over.
floors, higher floors. You know.
Wow.
And they decided to, first they built the art museum, and then they wanted something very special, so they got that, so they had to rebuild the entire building up
Oh, wow.
because they had to carry the glass.
Yeah, right.
They had to carry the weight. Yeah. It is windy.
There you see the mountain that I was talking about.
So it's a pig or a...
Yeah.
Now, have I seen pigs and fountains before? I don't know. No? Delmenhorst. Delmenhorst had the pig fountain. It had a bunch of little pigs in a row. A woman, you know, the pig farmer woman, and some pigs behind her.
Yeah. But this is called, or it's really called Ceres one. And Ceres is the Roman goddess for commerce and trade, you know.
Okay.
But I don't know the story about the pigs except that they were made the Danish farming industry has paid for it, you know. And it was, you can see it says here, CS1, that's the name, and then it's the small Månsbøgil 1941. So it's erected at the same time that they built the town hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And originally it was in granite,
Came around.
you know, that area where the music hall,
That's
and where you
the
have that center
Aarhus
behind
Music
it
Hall.
with the curved roof,
Yeah.
was the military barracks for the artillery.
Right. So
Oh,
they're
wow.
taking something that was meant to
Well, they
war,
took the land and-
something more beautiful.
We are behind the city hall, the Rathaus. Radhus.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know how to explain it, but that. And that church up there is known as St. Paul's Church. So you can see it's not the lack of churches.
So the Bay of Aarhus.
You don't want to go down?
No. Oh, you just said go over and take a look anyhow.
No.
Once you go down to the trees, there's no view.
You should come out of the trees.
Sorry. Come on, it's your first look at...
Yeah, it's beautiful.
the American tourist. So that's Kalo?
Kalo, yeah.
Kalo.
And of course the water is in level, even if you see it a little bit tilting to one side. It's not because Anthony is draining the bay. It's just you just say when you want, if you want.
No, I like running shots in the car and just see the just see the countryside and get a sense of. We like to see when can we tell that this is not this country but that country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denmark flag is
Driving through Denmark. Eastern Denmark.
Actually, I would say central Denmark.
Central Denmark, technically.
Because
Eastern Jutland.
Eastern Jutland, yeah, but
Yeah.
central Denmark because.
Oh yeah, because you got all the islands east.
Yeah, you can see the roof is coming a little bit out from there.
Yep.
But it's all turned into flats now. And another thing that
Ebeltoft.
was a hotel was this building over here on the left side.
We're kind of hitting the area where we were doing that Google.
Yeah, you came down this way.
Yep, that's right, because there's that road and the yellow building on the corner.
But it's just that I think it's it's also if you want to go out and go for a walk later or something, you kind of have an idea of.
And there's the boat.
Yeah, that's a frigate.
Ship, the frigate.
Jutland.
Yeah. Right behind all these trees, you can see the red roof. That's Jean Ricard's house. It is a museum piece. It really's got so much classic furniture. And then right out the front door and 20 feet away, that's our view. This big bay. Amazing. Then you just have to walk down. I think this is the right way. I could be wrong, but I think this is the right way. Alright, this is the Bay of Ebeltoft, and the town of Ebeltoft is behind us. You just got to remember to go back up that way. It's gotta be 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, 9:03. Do you want to walk along this path a bit? Okay. But out one of these ways is eventually the Skagerrak and the the Baltic Sea. We had a sunny day. It was actually warmer than a lot of forecasts were saying. And I don't know, I feel like you should be narrating. because it's your video on your channel. Oh, look at a little sandy beach. Stony beach, but sandy. It depends on how far.
And I don't think you can go too far.
Oh, looks like you can go ways. You sure? Okay, because I think we're at low tide. Do we walk out the pier? 9 p.m. Look at that sun trying to burst through those clouds. I don't know if you took a picture of that, but that's kind of cool. Okay. I'm sure you made it something cool. Yeah. See, there's a little lighthouse over there. Do you want to walk out this, or do you want to just keep going? Okay. Well, we got jellyfish here, or something akin to them. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but very light, whitish cream color little blobs there. These are jellyfish. That one definitely, you can see all its tentacles rolled up. There's some more on this side. Wow. Well, that's cool. Danish jellyfish. There's a frigate. We've been walking. So we've walked along the beach a ways. Now, if you go any further this way, it's just concrete. There's really, I don't know if you want to walk that much further. Or turn here and start heading back.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because this is one direction, and then there's water 3 kilometers the other direction.
Yeah, you can see over there.
Yeah, but this is all easy walk. And then we haven't even gone into the town yet, which is you go up this one street you see here, and you go, I think it's right and left. And there's this one main street, this one Altstadt area. But we'll maybe explore that later.